Committee will come to order. Members of the Chair thanks Sergeant at Arms for the great work that they do. We'll begin with Senate Bill 492. Representative Carson Smith, gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a...
And the gentleman will suspend just momentarily. There's a PCS, and Representative Hastings moves the PCS be before the committee without objection. PCS before the committee. The gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is an agency bill from the Department of Adult Corrections. We filed one in the House, they filed one in the Senate, the one in the Senate moved, so here it is before us. I know a lot of you are aware of what's in it. I've spoken to a few of you, so rather than going through 16 sections, I'd be glad just to take any questions, Mr. Chair, if there are any.
Members, is there discussion or debate on the bill? Seeing none, Representative Torbett moves for a favorable report to the PCS to Senate Bill 492, unfavorable to the original bill. All those in favor will say aye. All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. The bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you, members.
Members, the Chair is going to remove Senate Bill 749, the No Partisan Advantage in Elections bill from today's calendar. The Chair anticipates hearing that in rules next week. Senate Bill 154. Representative Bradford, there is an amendment the gentleman has that he's offering through the chair, I believe. The gentleman want to go ahead and take up the amendment, or do you want to do the actual bill?
That'd be great, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Members, the amendment before us is ASVXFY. Do all members have the amendment? The gentleman's recognized to speak to the amendment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, the amendment removes some language to accommodate the requests of both a House member and a Senate member for their areas. The town of Bryson City and the Swain County Board of Commissioners all agree to change their occupancy tax from 4% and add an additional 2%. And then this also includes, when I was in front of you last time, it had the meals tax, sunset extension for Mecklenburg. This now has the 2% occupancy tax extension for Mecklenburg for the same exact reasons as the 1%.
Members, is there a further discussion or debate on the bill? Seeing none, Representative Cotton moves for a favorable report to Senate Bill 154 as amended, rolled into a new PCS, unfavorable to the original bill. Oh, strike that. We're on the amendment. Representative Cotton moves for adoption of the amendment. All those in favor will say aye. All those opposed, no. Ayes have it, and the amendment is adopted. Members, is there discussion or debate on the bill as amended? Seeing none, Representative Cotton moves for a favorable report to Senate Bill 154 as amended, rolled into a new PCS, unfavorable to the original bill. All those in favor will say aye. All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. The bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you.
Representative Green. Chair will just remind the gentleman that profanity is prohibited in this committee as he debates the dam safety law clarification bill. The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you for that reminder, Mr. Chairman. I would point out that this is a dam safety law clarification with 3 letters rather than 4. So, Senate Bill 531 would allow projects for the repair or alteration of high-hazard pre-1968 dams to be approved by DEQ on the basis of a phased compliance with the requirements of the dam safety law, and that, again, with 3 letters, of 1967, and the rules adopted to implement that law. The impetus of this bill comes from a development in my district and district shared with Senator Heiss, that some repairs are going to be necessary and the development clearly wants to comply with the law, wants to make the dam safe, but would like to do it in a phased manner rather than, I think it's a difference in going forward now. If I'm not mistaken, from about $9 million repair to a $19 million repair, and they prefer to bring that over a phased period of time. I have a representative here from the particular development. I've also just recently spoken to someone from DEQ who expressed some concerns to Representative Dahl and I, and maybe we can, if we can get this bill through committee before it goes to the floor, they can have some additional discussion to maybe resolve the any differences between all the parties.
Members, is there any discussion or debate on the bill? Seeing none, Representative Dahl, will you have a motion for a favorable report? Representative Dahl moves for a favorable report to Senate Bill 531. All those in favor will say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the bill receives a favorable report. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee.
Senate Bill 274, Home Assistance Services. Representative White, I believe, lady. There is an amendment. The members,
Move for adoption of the amendment, Mr.
all members have a copy of the amendment. Hearing no objections, Representative Torbett moves for adoption. All those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. Members, we're now back on the bill, or on the bill for the first time, rather. Is there any discussion or debate on the bill? Seeing none, Representative White moves for a favorable report to Senate Bill 274 as amended, rolled into a new PCS unfavorable to the original bill. All those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. Bill receives a favorable report. Senator Moffitt is the gentleman handling Senate Bill 429, Modified Charitable Solicitation Licensing Laws. Gentleman's recognized to speak to the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members, what this bill does is it simply matches our laws to the current federal standards. Be glad to answer any questions.
Members, is there discussion or debate? Representative Jackson? Any discussion or debate on the bill? Seeing none, Representative Jackson moves for a favorable report. All those in favor will say aye. All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. The bill receives a favorable report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Members, there being no further business before the committee is now adjourned.